Konnichiwa, Shogun. So, am I recording sideways right now? Because if I am, I'm going to be so PO'd. The timer on the top of the screen that's vertical is sideways right now. And I really don't know. I really hope I'm not. There's not some problem with my gyroscope in my phone. It shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. I've had this phone for less than a week. Year. That was a fail. Um, and I always keep it, except for when I'm recording, in a ballistic case. This is the front of it. I actually keep the back of it in the ballistic, like the back of the ballistic case on, but the front, because I want to show you something. I think you've seen it in an older vlog if you've watched that vlog, but in case you haven't, let's just show you that real quick. That is what vlogs look like if I'm recording with the case on. That is what they look like with it off. Slightly problematic. So I think I'm running out of challenges. Actually, I ran out except for one, which means this is why last week I didn't have one. This week, hopefully, I'll be able to get some saltines, do the saltine challenge. And after that, I'm out of challenges. So, instead, I'm going to have you come up with the challenges. That's right, you. I just pointed over there, but I'm not talking to Spider-Man calendar for June. That just never changed to September. Because it is this year. Anyways, I have a Spider-Man calendar. I'm wearing a Spider-Man shirt. Spider-Man is awesome. Venom's better. Spider-Man's kind of a little bit kind of lame, a lot. Venom is just like, I'm a bad dude. I'm Spider-Man, but giant muscular with giant fangs, and instead of doing that, which is kind of awkward. Come on, what is with Marvel and this hand sign thing? I know Doctor Strange uses it to cast spells. Spider-Man uses it, and I feel like there's a third one that I'm forgetting. But what? Why? Venom's just like this, and it comes out of the back of his hand, so he could punch you in the face and just explode webs all over you, and your face would be webbed, I guess. That doesn't really do all that much. Plus, there's a symbiote tentacles that just like, you can't get away from me. Yeah, I'm not sure where I was going. Carnage uses the tentacles a lot more than Venom does. Carnage is really bad too, but not. I don't know why. I've always preferred Venom. Carnage is kind of a little. He's a bit more my speed, I think, but Venom's always hit more to home with me. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's because he's kind of an anti-hero as opposed to Carnage, which is just a plain old villain. So for those of you who don't know, and I keep telling you things that some of you probably already know, and I definitely already know. Business cards, I have them. Join the Shogun. Is that way? Yeah, they're pretty cool. So I'm going to put those in places that I keep forgetting to put them in. Just sneak into some restaurants, be like, bam, business card. Yeah, I don't know. What else is going on? I got Iron Man 3 today, and I'm gonna go watch that soon. I hope. After my sister's done with her homework. My birthday is soon. That's kind of important. I'm not going to tell you when, so that I can throw me a surprise you party. What? I'm just gonna randomly be like, it's my birthday, which it isn't today, but later date, soon, coming up in the next year. Yeah, I pulled that card. Yeah, I'm not even going to give you a time frame. My birthday is coming up at some point in the next decade. Yeah, yeah. So, just gonna spin around a bit, see if I can make my sister dizzy. She watches my vlogs. She's like, "Why do you keep spinning around?" It's like, because I need to walk and I pace a lot. And I can't just keep walking because this happens eventually. This would make for so much interestingness. I'm just gonna keep walking into this wall. Alright, best game mode ever. Resident Evil has the coolest game modes ever. And it's why? They only ever used them in one game. And they're like, yeah, I don't think people liked it. It's but that's the best idea anyone has ever had. Do it some more. I'm referring to two multiplayer game modes. One is for some random Resident Evil game for the PS2 that's not one of the main game series, but it's just I want to get it just for this series. Not series, game mode, which I will probably play a series. You can, it's like multiplayer, online, PlayStation 2. I know a lot of you don't associate it with that. You can get like a $10 card thing that will let you go online with the PS2. But, basically what ends up happening is you can't split screen in that game. You have to go online to play multiplayer. And there's no indicators as to where your teammates are. So you don't know if they're alive or not, like, and you can just ditch them in a room full of zombies, like you're holding them off, trying to get your friend through, and it's like, oh well, sorry guy, just jump through, and then one of two things is going to inevitably happen. You're going to either awkwardly bump into them later in the game and be like, oh hey, you are alive, wow, I didn't know, bye, or, and this is why I think it's such an awesome game mode, they will have died and come back as a zombie. And they're going to be PO. They're like, you let me die. I'm going to eat you. Not bite. Probably bite at some point. They're going to eat you. And then the other one I'm talking about is in Resident Evil, I think it's either 5 or 6. And it makes me want this game so bad. I think it's for Xbox 360, so I'm going to get it and I'm going to play this. I'm going to make a troll series where I don't even play the storyline. I'm just going to do this game mode because it's the best idea anyone's ever had ever. And I said that before in this episode, but just need to reiterate it. So what you can do in Resident Evil 5 or 6, I forget which one it is. I need to do some research. But, you know, if you're playing single player, you can block this feature for if you just want to fight AI. But if you don't have it blocked, what's going to happen, some random online multiplayer people are going to jump into your single player game. And you're thinking, well, it's not a single player anymore, right? Wrong. Well, kind of wrong. It's still the solo campaign. So how do multiplayer people jump in? They're the zombies. It's like the best idea ever. It's like, you can just walk into someone else's single player campaign as a zombie. They won't even know that you're like multiplayering. They think it's single player. They're like, oh, it's just AI zombies. I can just shoot them because AI zombies are stupid. But you can be tactical and troll about it. Like, you can just hide right at the end of this area with a giant horde, and like this guy, epic player of awesomeness, just takes out an entire zombie horde. It's like, yeah, I'm awesome. There are no save points in Resident Evil, so you know, you really have to be awesome at that game to ever do anything in it because there are no save points in it. So you can be playing for an hour and then lose all of your progress because the first save point is like 10 minutes into the game. And then the second one doesn't come in until forever. Yeah, at least that's how it is in Resident Evil 4. I'm not sure about 5 or 6. But, just like they'll be wandering along, and Deadly Silence, but they'll be wandering along, like, okay, I cleared out this horde, and right before they make it to the next area, you can just jump out and attack them from behind, like, random zombie. Or you can just jump in with the horde, I guess, and be like, ha! Yeah, power in numbers, I just got a bullet in my head, that's boring. I'm wondering if you can respawn, or like just take control of a different zombie. But that's seriously awesome. Like being able to just jump into someone else's single player campaign as some random encountered enemy, it's like the best idea ever. Why doesn't everyone do that? It's like every game in the world is an MMO, but it isn't at the same time, and it's like, it's probably, that is mind-blowing. It is the best thing video games has. It's the best thing video games have ever done, and that was the worst grammar I has ever did. Yeah, you can tell I did. Thanks for watching. You know, like and subscribe buttons, I just click them. So if you want to choose a challenge for me, post in the comments. I guess I'm not gonna read them all that often though. I mean, I do check my inbox, but I haven't been doing it as commonly recently. But what you can do is tweet at GingaNinja47 with the hashtag. What was my hashtag? Crap. Failed. With the hashtag Gingah Challenge or Gingah Challenges. I forget. I think it's Gingah Challenges. Gingah and then challenges. No space. Capital G, capital C. Or if you want your own Skyrim mod, and I said this in past episodes, but I really want to make some. Actually, don't tweet at me for a Skyrim mod. I can't make one right now. Like I said, my computer hit the fan. Sayonara, Shogun.